So today we're going to start our Modigliani family portrait. So previously we've talked about portrait, what is a portrait, and then we talked about how portraits can have more than one person in them, and we're going to do a family portrait, a picture of our family. So today I want you to fit 3 people from your family in your portrait. If you can fit more than 3, that you'll need to draw your portraits a little bit smaller than what I draw. If you have less than 3 people in your family and it's just you and your parent, then you may draw them a little bit bigger and fit just you and your parent on there. If you only want to draw 3 people, then and your family is bigger than 3, you can pick the 3 people you're going to draw. So this is what it's going to look like when we're finished. We're going to draw the 3 people. We'll start with the one in the middle, add the 2 on the sides. We're going to color them with crayon, outline them with marker, and then we're going to stain the background with tissue paper. So the way that you do this is you start with a white piece of paper. We're going to work horizontally today so we can fit our family across our paper. First thing you need to do is write your name and the letter you have art. Day A, day B, day C. You're going to flip it over. And when we looked at Modigliani's work, we looked at how he tilts the heads. The heads are long and skinny. They have long, skinny necks. Sometimes the eye is not finished, and it's just an ellipse, and there's no pupil or iris inside. And so let's start with the heads. So I want you to think whether or not you want to tilt the head or make it straight up and down. If you want to make your head straight up and down, you're going to draw a long, skinny U right here in the middle of your paper. If you want to tilt it a little bit, then you're going to draw a long, skinny U that's slightly tilted to one side. Then I want you to add a long neck. So bring that neck down. And then you can bring the neck all the way to the bottom, but I always like to include a little bit of the shoulder, just so people know that the neck is attached to a body. I add 2 lines right at the bottom of the neck for the top of the shirt. Now we need eyes. Eyes are located halfway between the top and the bottom of the face. So right about here is where the eyes go. Eyes are ellipse shapes, just like Modigliani drew. So I want you to try to do your best to draw a football shape, lemon shape. They're called ellipses. If you can't draw this, you've tried a couple of times and you're starting to get frustrated, then you may try and draw an oval instead. But I don't want any circle eyes. Now at this point, Modigliani would leave the eye sometimes, and he didn't finish the eye always. So if you want to leave the eye and be done, that's fine. If you want to finish it, you want to draw a big circle and then put a small circle that you color in inside if you want to finish the eyes. But you decide. But I want both eyes to be the same. I don't want one to be unfinished and one to be different. Then remember how their noses are always long, so draw a long line between the eyes and bring it down and curve it to one side for the nose. And then the mouth, you're going to start with 1 line, horizontal. You're going to do a letter M across the top of the mouth and a letter U across the bottom. Add some ears near where the eyes are. And now you have to decide who this person is in your family. Is it your mom? Does your mom have long hair? Does your mom have straight hair? Does your mom have curly hair? Is it you? What does your hair like? Is it your dad or your sister? Who is this? Think about what they look like. This one is going to be my husband, because my family has 3 members in it. Me, my husband, and my daughter. So since it's my husband, he has short hair. So I'm going to draw some short hair at the top of the head. So I'm just going to start with kind of a zigzag line that goes across, and then I'm going to draw another zigzag line going across the other way. And that's going to be his hair. And I think I'm going to erase this little line right here that's sticking up. So this is my husband. So now I'm going to draw me over here. And this time I'm going to make my head not tilted so that you can see what that looks like. So here is going to be a portrait of me. Long neck, just like Modigliani. I'm going to add some shoulders. This time my shoulders are going to go behind my husband's shoulders, so it looks like I'm standing behind him. I need 2 curved lines for my t-shirt, my shirt. My eyes go in the middle, top to bottom. I'm going to finish my eyes. Oh, I forgot an important part to my husband. I need eyebrows, so don't forget to add some eyebrows over the eyes. For me, I'm going to add an eyebrow that connects to my nose. And then I'm going to add another eyebrow over here. And then I need a mouth. I'm going to make me smiling. All right, ears. And I wear glasses, so since this is a portrait of me, I need to draw some glasses. And then my hair is long, so I'm going to start with how I like to tuck it behind my ears. And then my hair is straight, it's not curly, so I draw straight lines down to my shoulders because my hair goes down to my shoulder. Then I can erase these straight lines right here. I could leave it like that, or maybe add just a couple of lines for straight hair. Just a couple, not a whole bunch. I don't want it to be scribbly and look messy. And then I have my daughter to draw. So I'm going to draw her with her head tilted. Long neck, shoulders, curved line, eyes in the middle, nose, mouth, letter M at the top, U at the bottom, ears. She has long hair, but I'm going to go ahead. She doesn't really have curly hair in real life, but I want to show you how to draw curly hair. So I'm going to draw just a wavy line. So this is like what I drew right here. How my hair is straight, I just kind of drew a slightly curved line here. I draw it really curly. And here I'm going to draw a really curly, wavy line because I'm drawing her hair curly. She likes to wear her hair curly, but it's not that way naturally. Erase those lines there. And now I'm going to add some swirls for the curls. Okay, and there's my family. So now I'm ready to outline with permanent marker. And I'm not going to make you watch me outline all of this pencil line with permanent marker. I'm just going to outline my husband. But I want you to know that you're going to outline everyone with permanent marker. All right, after you outline everyone with permanent marker, I want you to start with the skin color. So you're going to get multicultural crayons, skin colored crayons, and you're going to pick the skin color that best matches each family member, because not everybody has the same skin color. My daughter's skin color is darker than me and my husband's skin color. So my husband has a lighter skin color, so I'm going to pick a lighter skin crayon out of here, and you're going to color the neck, because our neck is the same color as our face. So you're going to color the neck with this crayon that you choose for the skin. You're going to color the ears. You're going to color the face and the mouth. We don't want to color the mouth a different color than our skin, or it looks like we're wearing lipstick. So you want to keep that the same color. You're going to color around the eyes. The eyes are not the same color as our skin. Okay, color that in nice and neat and solid. Try not to be too scribbly. It's hard for me to color in with this tiny little crayon. Then you're going to use regular crayons to do the shirt. The shirt can be any color you want it to be. If you drew a shirt, unless you drew the neck all the way to the bottom, then you don't have to do that part. My husband has green eyes, so I'm going to color his eyes green. And he has blonde hair, so I'm going to color his hair yellow. If someone in your family has red hair, then you're going to use a red crayon. If somebody has brown hair, you use a brown crayon. And so this is what it's going to look like once you have everybody outlined and colored with crayon. So everything gets colored with crayon. The only thing you leave white are the whites of the eyes. Everything's outlined. Oops, I forgot one little part right here to color. That's part of the hair there. Okay, there we go. Now everything's colored. So now I'm ready to stain the background. You're going to need to get a paper to go underneath your work, and I'll give that to you. I forgot to get that, and I'm not going to make you wait and have me get it for you, the video. So just imagine I have a big black paper under my work. You're going to need a water basin, and you're going to get tissue paper squares for your table. Now we want to stain the background, which means we're going to take the color from the tissue paper and add it to the white paper background. So you're going to take and start on one side, and you're going to add a lot of water right along where the white paper is. And then you're going to take the tissue paper. I don't want you to use white, and I prefer if you didn't use black either. But you're going to take the tissue paper, colored tissue paper, you're going to lay it right on top of that water. Now notice I didn't do water over the whole background because it would dry by the time I got to this side of my paper over here. So I just did water right here. That's all you're going to do, is just do little splotches of water in different spaces so that you can lay this tissue paper down before the water dries. Otherwise this tissue paper will not stick to your paper. The water helps the tissue paper to stick. Make sure you only lay one piece of tissue paper down at a time, that you're not laying 2 or 3 pieces down. And you're going to find that your hands get a little stained too. They get a little bit of the color on it, and that's okay. So after you get some laid down like this, I want you to take and add more water to the top. And this will really help your tissue paper pieces to stick. And that way, at the end of art, when you bring me your paper, these tissue paper pieces aren't flying off the paper and landing all over the floor. If you don't add the water on the top, when you bring it to me, they're all going to fly off because the wind from walking is going to make them fly completely off. Now, I've only added water to the white part. So these squares kind of overlap onto my people, my family. But that's okay. They can overlap. I don't have any water, and the crayon probably won't stain too much. But if that bothers you and you don't want to do that, you could take the tissue paper and you could tear it in half. But I don't want you to get scissors out, because then we'll have scissors out and water and tissue paper and everything. So just tear it with your fingers. Tissue paper tears real easily. And you're going to do this for the whole back of your portrait, your family portrait. So you're just going to keep going. So now that's all done, but I can't forget to put water on top. I got to put the water right on top to make sure it stays stuck. And then I'll do it here and here, and you'll bring this to me to the drying rack. And the next time you see me, all of these tissue paper squares will be off of your paper, and your paper will be stained. There's no tissue paper on here anymore. It's just stained from the color of the tissue paper. And that's how you create your Modigliani